You are once again welcome on Trending Take. Today the news is about Sarkodie and his team. We all know Sarkodie was performed in France at Station Afrique I think it was on the 9th of August. Yes. But the performance was cancelled. And this has raised a lot of argument. A lot of people wanted to know why. So on a part of the management of Sarkodie, it seems like it is something private that cannot be revealed now. You know, when he first heard the news that Sarkodie is performed in France, I got the first news from his DJ, that is DJ Mensa. And from what he said, it meant that Sarkodie was going to perform at the opening ceremony, or his performance was basically attached to the Olympic Games.
And with me and Sark, we have some few shows. I think we haven't announced it yet, but we are playing at the Olympics opening somewhere in in August. And then there's an event that we have to.
You heard it here first, by the way.
Yeah. Also in the US.
So a lot of people, it was like a mixed feeling. Some were happy, and some people were jealous and sad that this is going to happen. But as time goes on, they came to clarify things, that it is not the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. You know, when this news broke out, there was this group signed by Yaya Alassane that wrote to the French embassy that they should eliminate Sarkodie from the artists that are to perform at the France Olympics. Per their letter, their point was that Sarkodie is someone that has this derogatory marks against women. So a platform that has the motive of promoting equality, that does not support discriminatory, should not allow Sarkodie to perform. And the French embassy responded to that letter, and their response was that they cannot stop Sarkodie from performing, because even that program that is going to happen is being organized by an individual body, and it's not even going to happen at the Olympics. It's rather Station Afrique, which is a fan zone. So that means that Sarkodie will perform, but it is not attached to the Olympics. It is a fan zone, and it is being organized by an individual entity. So Sarkodie is going to perform, and it still promotes, and it still created happiness within some fans. This person that wrote the letter was being ashamed somehow. We were waiting for the performance. We were expecting Sarkodie to perform. But the day passed and Sarkodie didn't perform. And prior to the event, or prior to the time that Sarkodie was performed, they released a press statement. They released a press statement. The press statement was from the camp of Sarkodie. You know, it was a last minute thing. And within the statement, what the management of Sarkodie wanted us to know, that they have cancelled, or their artists have been pulled out from the performance. I mean, they have cancelled this deal. That means Sarkodie is not going to perform. This was in a few minutes to his performance. And people were asking why. What is going on? What happened? And per their letter, it seemed like they did whatever they wanted to do. I mean, they did their best. They did what they needed to do on their part. But on the other part, that is the organizers of the program, they didn't meet what they needed to do to make this program a success. So the organizers didn't meet the contractual agreement. But on the camp of Sarkodie, they did whatever they wanted to do. And within a space of 2 months, they have tried for this issue to be resolved. But the organizers didn't do their part. So, as a brand like Sarkodie, as a big artist like him, he didn't take this lightly. He has invested much into his craft, and he will not sit for someone to take his craft or his work so lightly. So what was left for him and his team was to pull out, because they have waited. They gave these organizers some time, whatever they needed to do to make this program a success. But they failed on their part. And on the part of Sarkodie and his team, they cannot perform. They cannot perform. I think this is the reason why they didn't perform. It's not that they didn't perform because of the letter that was signed by Yaya Alassane for the French embassy to remove Sarkodie from the list, or to stop Sarkodie from performing. It's not about that. It's not about the derogatory marks that Sarkodie used in some of his songs against women. It's not about that. This was based on agreement between the two parties, the organizers and the camp of Sarkodie, the management of Sarkodie. The agreement that exists between them was not met by pairs. What they are saying, it was not met by the organizers. So they needed to pull out. And that's the reason why Sarkodie did not perform on the 9th of August 2024.